Good morning, welcome back to Singapore. Today's the third of our three-legged flight, from our factory in Toulouse, France, where we picked up this brand new Airbus, and today we're making the final hop over to Australia, where we're going to drop it off in Cairns. 6.5 hours, 6 hours, 40-minute flight. So another long one. It's about 4:30 in the morning right now. We have a 5 o'clock departure time, and we should be landing in Cairns sometime in the mid to late afternoon. Should be a good flight. Don't anticipate any weather. Weather at Cairns is good. Weather here is good. Let's get out of here. There we go. We're in the cockpit. We'll get up here. We'll get the batteries on. External power goes on. And somewhere around here,
ready to delivery, Cathay 509.
Cathay 509,
throw on the dome lights.
Cathay 509, we're spot 73. We're 5 minutes, and request level 3404 Hong Kong.
Get everything
Cathay 509, cleared to Hong Kong Airport by
just to make sure that
departure, flight on
we're
loop.
not waiting too
Maintain
long for
variable
them.
240, squawk 3620, runway
The flickering is still with us. In
Clear
the
to Hong Kong,
cockpit,
pick up
those
1,
lights.
departure, flight plan route, flight level 240, squawk 3620, and runway 16 right, Cathay 509.
Cathay 509, report fan ready to start.
Notch on the floods and the integrated panel. Alright, let's hit our checklists. So, parking brake is set, chocks are removed, ground power unit is connected, thrust levers are at idle, engine master is normal, batteries are both on, both reading normal, generator switches are on, external power is on, ADIRs are set to nav, panel displays have been turned up, and nav lights can come on, panel lights are on, landing gear lever checked down, flaps checked up, spoilers checked, retracted. Fuel quantity, we are once again flying full. We have the full fuel weight of 21,260
Good morning, FH 523, now it's delivery, go ahead.
It's a shorter flight today than yesterday.
FH 523, cleared to Fukuoka Airport via Tetra 7 departure, Emperor transition, flight on loop, maintain flight level 240, squawk 7304.
As mentioned, the weather is looking good. Should not be any major issues.
Maintain flight level 240, squawk 7304, runway 16 right.
Taxi chart, we're basically going to follow whiskey all the way up. Once we get out of the little parking area here. De-ice we're not going to need. It's going to be a fine day. Transponder set 7,000. I'm going to throw the beacon on so they know we're starting the APU. We'll let that start. Getting ready to go. So set up the aircraft. Database information is set. So there's our route, WSSS, which is Singapore to YBCS in Cairns.
Delivery Ohio Airlines, this is Bauhinia 611 information India for clearance.
Ohio Airlines, verify your course and Bauhinia 611.
611 on day 17. Information India, clearance for Hong Kong.
Is
Bauhinia 611, Roger, cleared to Hong Kong Airport via Peacock 1 departure, right on loop,
index of
maintain flight
25,
level
and we are flying
240,
at
squawk
33,000 feet.
3701, runway 16 right.
Block fuel.
Bohemia 611, clear to Hong Kong via Peacock 1 departure, and then flight plan route. And climb and maintain level
Performance will
240,
be
squawk
flaps 1 takeoff as per
3701,
normal,
running
with the V
16
speeds
right.
adjusted
Bohemia
to
611.
V1 of
Bohemia
128,
611, read back correct, report time ready to start.
R of
Quebec, ready
134,
to start,
and
Bohemia 611, thank you.
V2 of 137. 10,000 foot transition altitude and 1316 for the thrust reduction. So that is all set. Go to the flight plan. We are taking off on runway 20 right, same runway we came in on. We're flying the CADA 3F departure, which will take us on a left-hand turn down in a southeast heading. And when we arrive in Cairns, we'll be doing the RNAV for runway 15. Is it via gun roll? Let me just take a look at my... Should be via Sunny B. Should be... It's funny, they've got... See, RNAV Y. Should be doing the condo. Interesting. They've got ILSs here, but I don't have ILS charts. We could just do...
Delivery Vietnam 301, good morning.
Good morning, Vietnam 301,
Oh,
we're
looks
today,
like we're aligned.
Vietnam 301, gate 26, information hotel, requesting ATC to takeoff.
I want to go down to...
Vietnam 301, Roger, clear to Ho Chi Minh Airport via O11
see our route
departure.
there. We head all the way down, basically
right
southeast,
maintain
eastwards.
flight level 240, squawk 3605, and ATC 0122 due to the
We're
problem
going to
code,
this weird...
runway 16 right.
Okay, Vietnam 301 is cleared to Ho Chi Minh on 11 departure, San Jose.
Oh, good.
Transition flight plan route level 240, 3605 on the squawk. And PDC section 0122 departure, runway 16 right.
Vietnam 301, readback is correct, report from ready to start.
33,000 is
So,
our cruise.
Vietnam 301.
What I want to see... So we have stepped departure altitudes. I wonder if we'll try to do them. Let's see if we can meet those on the way. So 33 all the way across. Honda at 13, Akagu at 5850, $5,000, $4,000's the intercept. Okay, let's see how that works out. So I've been doing a little bit more reading again on the managed descent. I think I got it figured out this time. I don't know. We will see. Anyway, let's get this up and going. Enough chatting here. Still a work in progress trying to figure this stuff out. So our performance page is done. Fuel is fine. Now we've got a less frequency in. We may hand fly it if we have to. We'll see.
Vanilla 907, contact ground 121.995.
Contact ground 121.905.
So the transponder is set. The beacon lights are on. Emergency lights are armed. FMC is set up. Departure briefing is complete. Doors are closed. Alright, we are going to push. Just going to go outside, take a look. Yeah, we're going to go back and then to the tail to the left. Alright. So we will go back. Our tow is coming in. And then
Orange Runner 528,
tail
contact
to
ground,
the left.
taxi via Kilo, Echo 2, Golf, Papa 2 Gateway.
Kilo Echo 2 Go, Papa 2 Gateway, Orange Runner 528.
Alright, looks like the APU is available. Look at the APU bleeds on. That's good. External power will come off. Some air going here in the cockpit and in the cabin. Alright, we are moving. So thrust levers are at idle, area is clear, fuel pump switches come on. Ignition to start, engine 1 is on, aircraft can now turn to the left. Still kind of on the pad here, but that's fine. I'm doing it blind. We need the one that's in, I think it's X-Plane 11, where you can do a little positional diagram of the airplane where you want it, and then it pushes back.
United 828, we're clear 16 left, gate 33.
That's pretty cool.
United 828, United ground, taxi via Kilo, Charlie, hold short of Sierra 4.
Straight.
Kilo Charlie, hold short of Sierra 4, United 828.
Parking brake is set. So engine 1, we have fuel flow. N2 is spinning up, EGT is up, and N1 is rising, and we have stable start. Engine 2. Hydraulic pumps are online. Oil pressure's good. Engine 1 generator is on. Alright. Fuel is flowing. N2 is increasing. N1 is increasing. EGT has peaked and is descending. Pushback vehicle is clear. Engine stable. APU bleed off. APU is off. And igniters to normal. Alright. So before taxi checklist, window probe heats will come on. Heading indicator and altimeters. Let's see, current altimeter here, according to Rex Weather, is 2974.
Japan 3082, consider taxi by Sierra, Sierra 6 Gateway.
Sierra 6 Gateway, Japan 3082.
2974. Standby instruments 2974 is set. Radios, avionics are set. Autopilot is good. Flight directors, come on. Auto brake set to max. Flaps 1. Takeoff trim 1 up. Elevator trim set to 0. Or rudder trim set to 0. Elevator trim is set. Flaps set. Flight controls. Full left, full right, neutral, full back, full forward, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Flight controls are set. Wheels are set. So we're ready to taxi. Taxi light comes on. And we will kill the overhead dome light.
Flight ground operation 621 with information India approaching to Sierra 7 Gateway.
Orange Liner 621,
Taxi
left ground,
out.
downwind 16 right. Information Juliet, QNH 29979 inches. Hold shot of Whiskey, hold shot of Sierra 7 Gateway.
Orange shot of Sierra 7 Gateway, Orange Liner 29, Orange Liner 61.
Go down here to taxiway Whiskey. And we'll taxi down to the end of the runway. It's a few clouds in the area, not too much. Would have been interesting to see this place during the daytime, but we flew in there early in the morning, and 24 hours later we are flying out early in the morning. So we'll do the rest of our cockpit prep. So there's speed brakes are on. TO config is good, and clear the E-cam of the blue.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
There we go. So yeah, the lights are flickering. Don't know why. It's a known bug. It is annoying, especially at night. Just have to try to ignore it.
Orange Liner 621, after Japan Air Boeing 787 on your left, taxi by Sierra
I'll
7,
tee up with you when we're a
Charlie,
little bit.
hold shot of Sierra 4.
After Japan
A little closer.
taxi via Sierra 7 Charlie, hold short of Sierra 4, wide at 621.
At the end of our taxi here.
Northeast ground, high line Bohemia 606, vacated Bravo 6.
おはようございます。ボヒニア606、成田グラン、タクシーバイキロ、ホールドショートベイコーチュリー。
Taxi Kilo Short Echo 3, Bohemia 606.
Bohemia 606, continue taxi by Kilo, Charlie, hold short of Sierra 4.
Kilo Charlie Short Sierra 4, Bohemia 606.
Alright, we're almost to the end here of our taxi. We should get a nice sunrise. We're a couple minutes early, which is nice. So we're going to go to the second one here. And that'll take us in right at the end of the runway.
Hello, Iberia 6801, bucket in runway.
Good morning, Iberia 6801, Narita Ground, taxi by Kilo, hold short of Echo 3.
Kilo short, Echo 3, Iberia 6801.
Get around to the stop line, and then we'll do our takeoff checks. Alright, parking brake is set. So Flight instruments are checked. Instruments are checked. Takeoff.
Yeah, China 158, hold short runway
V1,
16 right, give me
V2,
one more arrival.
VR. Nav equipment is checked. Landing lights, come on. Taxi light goes to taxi. Strobe lights, come on. Fuel heat is set. De-ice, not required. Transponder goes to RA. PWS goes on. Weather radar to 1. A few clouds, nothing major. Transponder is set. Chrono will go on. And we're going to roll out. So we're going to do a rolling takeoff.
It's an 158, runway 16 right, running up and away.
And we should get a nice sunrise. Engines are good. Engines are stable. Alright, 10 degrees down on the stick. We are lined up. Throttle increasing. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed's alive.
All Nippon 10, contact departure 124.2.
Contact departure
100 knots, ease back on the stick.
Stay.
V1, VR, slowly come back to 17 degrees. Positive rate, gear up. Aircraft is climbing out.
China Eastern 522, wind 180 at 8, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, China Eastern
Nose
5.
coming down. And spoilers are going up. Or spoilers, slats. And our acceleration.
2,500.
Alright. Autopilot's going on. Yeah, so we're just busting right through all those restrictions.
right heading 29
Let those above 2,500.
Right turn 290,
Divsa
maintain 230,
is about 4,000. Dogra's under 6,000 though, so let's see if she holds her to 6,000 for that one. That's out here. Be interesting to see if she does. Take a look back. There you go, there's Singapore. Singapore's Changi Airport.
240, Peacock 1 departure.
Nippon Cargo 67, Tokyo departure, radar contact, climate maintain 7,000.
Nope,
Maintain
just
7,000,
punch right
Cargo
through that
67.
restriction as well. Well, it is what it is. We are climbing like a rocket, so throttles are in climb detent, autopilot is on, taxi lights are off.
Orange China 619, continue present heading, vector to direct, maintain flight with 240.
Continue present heading and
A little bit
maintain
of
flight
pink on the
240,
sky.
Orange China 619.
It's 10,000 feet. Altimeter goes to standard pressure. Landing lights come off.
Heading 215. Heading to 215 on Impulse 364.
Seatbelt sign will come off. Ground spoilers
Japannya 812
are
descent to 3
retracted.
passport
Disarmed.
240 by Mama.
50240 by Mama, Japan 812.
So we're climbing out. We've got a bit of a flight ahead of us. 6 hours, 40 minutes roughly. So I'm going to once again leave you to it. And you can enjoy. Our route is going to take us like I said, southeast. We're going to go over Indonesia, East Timor, overfly Darwin, and then head over to Cairns. So should be a good flight. We'll catch up with you in a few hours when we're in our descent. Well, we're 6 hours, 13 minutes since takeoff. We're over the Australian North, just about ready to start our descent down towards Cairns. There's some terrain to cross over as we get there. So we're going to set our initial descent altitude to 6,000 feet. We're going to be vectoring around a bit, so I'm not going to worry too much about doing a managed descent. What the hell is clicking? Right. Throttles are slightly... There we go.
117, this is Senegal, Econ 25370.
Final 370, velocity 117.
So we're going to be going straight ahead down to Conda here, and then we will be turning and basically doing a right-hand turn. All right. So we're going to start down now. We'll go 1500 for now.
Sure, Senegal, descend for level 1,
Bring the airspeed back.
Level 1, Connor 69.
And then we'll switch over to knots when we get low enough. Clear skies right here, and nothing but Australian outback for as far as the eye can see. Cairns is like most Australian towns are seaside, oceanfront, so we'll be on the water. In fact, we're going to go out over the water to the north as we set up for our approach into the airport. So current weather. Winds are out of the east-southeast, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Altimeter is 299.1, so we'll get that set up here. 299.1. And we'll go down and we'll enter the information into the So we have it all here. So 299.1. Oops. We'll go in there. Temperature is currently 66 degrees. Winds are 120 at 7. Transition altitude is 8,000 feet. And our decision height on the runway is 800 and actually
551, Senegal, Econ 160, nevertheless, instead of calling you multiple crossing traffic into Brisbane.
So it's all entered in. We still have the ILS set up. We are in descent mode. Bring our speed up a little bit. No need to be that slow. So when we get to Cairns, let's see if they've got parking. No.
You'll see 153,
nothing specific laid out for us. So we're just going to be going to one of the international terminal gates, and then they can adjust the aircraft accordingly at that point. So it's been a good flight, had a beautiful sunrise, had some clouds on the way, passed over some storms out in Indonesia.
And we've got thanks and the inner control headspace on heading up to 60.
Once we hit Australia, it's been good. Pretty quiet, not much going on.
Heading up 260, Echo Whiskey Golf.
So I think at this point we will catch back up with you once we get down to about 10,000 feet. So that's us through 10,000 feet. Landing lights will come on. Speed will come back to 240. Landing system will come on. Fuel quantity is checked. Flaps are retracted. Gear is up. I'm just crossing over the mountains here.
Approach, good morning, Rex 116.
Seatbelt sign will come on.
Rex 116, good morning, descend via the
We're
start
on
of
heading
7,
mode now.
so
We're
descend by the start of 8
straight ahead.
Runway 1634 right, 3 for right, that's vectors for Australian approach.
Hopefully it intercepts kind of along this line here.
To 8000, runway 34 right, and we'll go on vectors, thanks, 3116.
Do have the terrain radar on, so we'll see if we start getting close here. Slow us up a little bit on the descent as we cross over the hills. Weather is looking very clear. Not what the weather's showing. It says mostly cloudy, scattered clouds at about 3600, so looks like Rex weather has stopped injecting. Although what I'll try, turn it off. I'll turn it on again. See if the clouds come up. If not, hey, it's a clear day here. If they do, even better.
Approach, g'day, Qantas
So the train starting to show up on the ground radar.
That's 416, descend via the star, 9000, 34 left, expect independent visual approach. 9000, star, 34 left, Qantas 416.
A little bit of turbulence. Head to 080. Just go this side of the mountain here. And we go down here. The airport's down here on the coast. And it's currently about 30 miles away. Crossing over the first set of hills, we'll hit the second set, and then we'll be out over the water. So down to 6,000 feet. Altitude is getting ready to capture. Still got a bit to go.
41 Delta, turn right, heading 16 rapid.
Heading is over there, that line there, so we've got to come out and then intercept. So 4,000 is our next target. As soon as we get over this ridge here, we'll start our descent down to 4,000.
Approach today, Chemical 03, Deltas on the stand by the star, 8,000 received, X-ray visual.
ILS.
Chemical 03 Delta, approach today, expect runway 01 right, descend by the star to 5,000.
Stand by the star, 5,000 chilling, Chemical 03 Delta.
Speed back to 210 now. We will start the descent at 1,000. Now it should get us down to 4,000 feet. Well in time. So speed's 210. Established landing lights are on. Taxi lights set on. Ground spoilers are armed. Auto brake set to low. Flaps 1, speed checked. A little bit of turbulence there coming off the hills.
Just 5,000 feet.
8,000 X-ray, we're visual.
425, approach today, expect runway 01 right, descend by star to 5,000.
Descend by star to 5,000, climb to 425.
Okay, speed coming back to 180. Speed is dropping. Under 200, flaps 2. And we're coming up to glide slope is showing. Approach phase is active.
Three Delta, cancel the star track for right base, runway 01 right, and descend to 4,000. Star track for base, runway 01 right, 4,000 chilling, 403 Delta.
Approach mode is on.
Left base, runway 01 right, chilling, 403 Delta.
Glide slope, or the localizer is moving. Terrain off to our right, and then I can see the airport ahead of us. Right over there. We'll roll out of the turn. Our speed here until we get closer. Fly down the coast here. So no new clouds loaded in, so the cloudless approach today. Got everything in sight. Glide slope is starting to move. Probably going to intercept about 12.5 miles out.
Velocity 141, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, velocity 141.
It's 13 miles out. looking good. There is only, it looks like a single runway here. And we're on the glide slope. So speed coming back to 145. 4,000 set for climb out in case of go around. Speed coming down. Gears going down. Flaps 3. Gear down 3 green. Flaps full.
Dynasty 051, threshold wind 290 degrees, 4 knots, preferred exit, rapid exit, Alpha 2, runway 34 left.
Speed is verified 145. Parking brake is verified off. De-ice is turned off. Landing checklist. Gear down. Autopilot on as required. Go around altitude 4,000 feet. Auto thrust is on. Landing memo, no blue.
Cabin crew seats for landing, please.
Landing speed 145. The runway is in sight. Interesting that the ILS is in here for this airport, but in Navigraph it doesn't have any ILS approach plates. Just RNAVs and localizer approaches.
2,500.
Everything is on track. We can turn off the terrain. You can see everything we need to see. We could have come in on the nav and done the overhead and gone out and looped around, but we got the vectors, cut a few minutes off of our flight time.
Velocity now on 32, Tower, good morning.
Loading something in there. She's getting a little stuttery. I've been recording for over 7 hours now, so let's see how she does. You can make out the airport grounds, the tower, hill to the right. Looks like we've got a river we'll cross over, and then we're into the airport environs itself. Fairly gentle approach. Currently 4 miles out. That's looking good. Yeah, looking real good. It'd be nice if we had some clouds in the background, but guess not.
Twister 506, contact director 126.1.
600, 506,
Alright, Pappy lights are showing 2 reds, 2 whites. We're landing.
400.
Coming over the trees. This is where we wish we had the replay. We can come back and look at this coming in over the trees.
300.
We can't, not yet.
200.
There's the marker.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30.
Flaring.
Retard.
Hold it.
5.
We're down. And reverse thrust. And 60 knots. Thrust reversers are off. Auto brakes are off. And we will move down to the next taxiway. And then we'll taxi back to the international terminal.
741 Delta, descend 6000, turn right 090. Descend 6000, right 090, killing 41 Delta.
So 6 hours, 47 minutes in the air. 7 hours almost to the minute since we pushed back in Singapore.
G'day, Bravo Charlie Romeo, received
spoilers are retracted, flaps engine mode set to normal.
Bravo Charlie Romeo.
Bravo Charlie Romeo, that chief enough to your left, just going in
off,
front.
taxi lights to taxi.
Bravo Charlie Romeo.
And strobe lights are off. Anti-ice not required. APU is starting. Brake temperature is checked and TCAS over to standby. So this is the domestic gates. And then around the corner over here is the international gates, which is where we're heading since we just came in from Singapore.
Good morning again, 778 A20, request pushback.
Foxy 778
Carry down Bravo here.
Upwards.
And then we're going to taxi on G, and we'll turn in at G3. Good, we're all good there. It's a Frontier jet. It's interesting, the writing is backward, but I bet as we get closer, that will change. I saw that once before. I think it has to do with the LOD, level of detail, at a certain distance. A little annoying it's backwards. Only on the right side though, the left sides all seem to be fine.
0677, Cairns ground bay 15, pushback approved, turn off.
There we are. Oh, a couple other jets over there. Like a Lufthansa and Air France, I think. Hopefully we can get a spot over there. there's 6 or 7 gates over there. Should be fine. Let's get her around the corner. I think I can see a gate or two that are open. Not sure what the purple one is. We'll go beside the Lufthansa.
Velocity 778, take flight Charlie 3, holding point Bravo 2.
Charlie 3, holding point Bravo 2, velocity 778.
Don't know if that's generic or something else. Start to turn in. Basically, you're just going to go straight ahead.
Exit back with skimming.
There we go. Oh, that's Whiz. Okay. Oh, Frontier's backwards on this side, too. That's nice. Air France is backwards. Lufthansa's not. Parking brake is on. Thrust levers are at idle. Ground contact established. Ground operations as required. Electrical powers
677, take flight Charlie 3, holding point Bravo 2.
established.
Take flight Charlie 3, holding point.
Engines 1 and 2 are off. Parking brake is on.
677, IPM.
Nav lights will stay on. Taxi light will come off. Exterior lights are all off. Anti-ice is off. Passenger signs are off. Doors are good. Flight director and landing systems can come off. And the APU can come off. They had a ground power unit available for us. Beacon off. ECAM status is clear. And the lights and nadirs and everything else are done. Well, that's the end of our 3-leg adventure. We brought this aircraft from Toulouse through Dubai and Singapore and all the way here to Cairns, Australia. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next flight. Bye for now.